This is Oil Country.
McDavid,
Now, with the call of tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers Radio Network.
We've got game 2 of this first round series between the Edmonton Oilers and the Anaheim Ducks here at Rogers Place. Good evening, Cam Moon, along with Bob Stauffer, Brendan Escott, Rob Brown, Jack Michaels, Aidan Gannam. We are the Oilers Radio Network. Oilers lead this series 1-0. In the starting lineup, it's brought to you by Coventry Homes. Building a home. Check out the newest fan cave in Kristalina Nera or any Coventry show home for a chance to win Oilers prizes. Coventry Homes, official builder of the Edmonton Oilers. For the Oilers up front, Connor McDavid with Matt Savoy and Zach Hyman. On defense, Matthias Ekholm and Evan Bouchard. In goal, it's Connor Ingram. For the Ducks, Leo Carlsson with Chris Kreider Leo Carlsson with Troy Terry and Cutter Gauthier. It'll be Jackson Lacombe, Jacob Trouba on defense. In goal, it's Lucas Dostal. We drop the puck. We're underway here at Rogers Place up the left wing. Ekholm gets it out a little too far for McDavid. That's icing. The referees, Chris Rooney and Peter McDougall, David Brisbois, and Bevan Mills are on the lines. Face off to the right of Connor Ingram on the icing call. Ingram, 25 saves, and that 4-3 win Monday in Game 1.
Well, this Carlsson, Terry, Gauthier up with him now, eh?
Yeah.
Blowing him up.
Puck to the line, Lacombe across it, goes to the right, down the right wing to the right wing corner, centering pass. That goes off of Ingram and out through the middle is McDavid with Savoy. Got over the line but could not get the puck across. It got poked into the right corner. McDavid up against the end boards. It's in his skates. Gauthier loses it to McDavid. To the left wing point for Ekholm. Nada Bouchard, a blast, and the save made by Dostal. On the left wing, Carlsson to center ice. Comes into the Oilers zone, a shot. That went off the stick of Bouchard. And an easy stop for Ingram. Puck near the left wing point. And unable to get it out was Hyman. And that one dumped in.
Well, Edmonton's going to have to play under control here, and too much separation last game between the D and the forwards led to some issues in transition. Got to do a better job in their stationary breakouts.
Draisaitl to center ice, off the right wing boards and in. It'll go in behind the net, rimmed around by John Carlsson. It'll get to the line. It does come out. Seneca on the left wing shoots the puck into the Oilers zone. Ingram rips it up on the glass to the line where Helleson will keep it in. To the right wing corner, off the right side, Granlund, high riser off the glass, gets to the line, and it does come out.
Already a more settled start, I think, from Anaheim after Edmonton had such a great first period in a lot of regards.
Here's Seneca into the Oilers zone, drops it on the right side. Back to the line, and Hines unable to keep it in. Puck comes out. Left wing, Kreider will direct it in. Paling to the left wing corner, dodging the hit, puck along the boards. Nugent Hopkins got it loose, gave it to Wallman. Wallman up the left wing, long pass. That one goes all the way down. That's an icing call.
How's that icing?
2 minutes, 4 seconds gone here. Scoreless first. Oilers and Ducks, game 2.
Hard pass from Wallman, but the fact of the matter is Roslovic was like 6 feet ahead of the Anaheim player. Long-range bomber from Bouchard, Hyman with the net front, and Lukas Dostal found the puck.
Face-off to the right of Ingram. Nugent Hopkins into the face-off circle with Paling, and the puck goes to the right wing boards. Roslovic behind the net to Wallman. Wallman has to spin out the front, come right back behind it, and gets away from McTavish as they'll come through the neutral zone. Pass on the right wing, off the right wing boards, goes into the corner. Washi to the right side to Ian Moore for the Ducks. Cross ice pass. Gave it to Lacombe through the middle, and that one misses Washi. That's going to be icing call against the Ducks.
All right, well, a good hit by Colton Dach led to what appears to be an opportunity for Edmonton to have an ozone draw here, but they're going to keep their fourth line. The fourth line was up next. That's Szymanski tonight, along with Lazar. And Trent Frederick's going to play left wing. He's played a lot of right wing of late, but with the 2 injuries, Dickinson and Henrique, they're 2 veteran centers in 3-4 hole. Frederick goes from the right to the left side.
The puck to the neutral zone on the backhand. Frederick will shoot it in. Trouba helping it around on the right, and will get out to center. And just at his own blue line is Nurse to Murphy. To the middle of the ice. Steered in by Szymanski. The puck at the top of the circle, middle, and it'll be out to center as Gauthier gets the puck in on the right wing. Give it to Terry. Now to the blue line. It's Carlson shot, and the save made by Ingram. Held onto it. Leo Carlson was coming right through the middle, and a good stop made by Ingram. We're scoreless. We're 3 minutes, 6 seconds into the opening period.
And I know that Troy Terry had 2 goals and 3 points in that game, but I think we both agree Leo Carlson was the star for Anaheim, and the Oilers had some challenges at times dealing with his support, and that time it came in second wave on a drop and delay, and he got an opportunity to attack through the middle of the ice and got a quality shot on goal. Ingram with a good save.
Face off to Ingram's left. And it's Ekholm through the middle of the ice to McDavid. McDavid in over the line on the left wing to Savoy, and his shot goes off at John Carlson. And the puck on the right wing. Bouchard to the right wing corner, pokes it behind the net to McDavid in front to Savoy, and it's off the outside of the goal. Leo Carlson to Cutter Gauthier. He batted that out of the air. That's going to be a penalty. It's going to be delay a game. The puck over the glass to Gauthier. And 3 minutes and 29 seconds into a scoreless first, the Edmonton Oilers go on the power play.
Oilers went 0 for 2 in the opening game, but of course in the regular season, the Oilers had the best power play in the league and the 5th best power play in NHL history at 30.6%. 0 for 2 in game 1. There again, you win game 1, 4-3. You don't get a point from Connor McDavid. The Oilers went 0-12-2 in the regular season when McDavid didn't have a point. McDavid had a point in Edmonton's, all 41 of Edmonton's regular season wins. And Draisaitl coming back makes a difference on face-offs in the offensive zone on the power play. He's a 56% guy when he's not waved out of the circle.
Which he just was. Oiler Power Play presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at ATCOenergy.com. On the right wing, Draisaitl to the right wing corner. Goes behind the net. Hyman on the end boards. Now on the left wing for McDavid to the blue line. Bouchard to McDavid. Left wing corner. Nugent Hopkins, a backhand. That just goes wide. It's on the right wing point. Bouchard to McDavid. In front of the net, just missing Hyman. Puck to the right point, and it comes out.
2 chances down low. Look out, here goes McDavid.
Right back into the zone is McDavid. To the blue line to Bouchard. Now for Draisaitl. Right wing corner, skips over the stick of McDavid. To the left wing, Hyman, his pass will get to the line, but it will come out. Edmonton has to regroup.
Oilers have had 2 chances down low and didn't get any pucks on the net.
Bouchard to Draisaitl. Got it in just past Hines. Goes to the right wing corner. Is up against the boards. Comes free. Kick to the end boards by Hines. And now Draisaitl, right wing to McDavid to the blue line. Give it to Bouchard, to McDavid, to Draisaitl in front of the net, off the stick. Nugent Hopkins, and deflects wide of the goal. Puck to the middle of the ice and cleared out and all the way down by Gramlin.
Don't mind the first minute 20 here, though. They've had some opportunities, but you got to get that pill on goal. Oilers with the second unit on the ice. This group tends to play a little bit more north-south and puts it on the goal.
Roslovic down the right wing, 5 minutes into a scoreless first. Puck goes behind the goal, and Trouba got tripped up. Penalty coming to Edmonton when they touch it. Paling to center. Now across to Trouba. He'll go back into his own end. Goaltender to the bench for the extra attacker on the delayed penalty. Just 10 seconds going to penalty to Gauthier. Now touched by Edmonton. And in 10 seconds time, Anaheim will have their first power play.
Well, Jack Roslovic's looking to make something happen here in the playoffs. He's been a pretty good regular season player. He's got 3 goals in 46 games in the playoffs, and a little bit unlucky there. I think there was a broken stick on the play that played a factor in Trouba losing his balance. 4-on-4 hockey for 10 seconds, and the Oilers limited without Jason Dickinson, specifically their third-line center. And they're using McDavid, Draisaitl, and Nugent Hopkins at center tonight, which is great, but they're all on the first unit power play.
So 4-on-4 for 10 seconds. And the puck into the corner. Nurse to the right side. Goes to the top of the circle. That's it. Granlund engages with Nurse. Puck behind the net. Murphy to Nurse. And Edmonton shorthanded. Penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. And it's shot all the way down.
Went 1 for 2, as you know, in game number 1 for Anaheim.
Killorn to center. Killorn, or make that Terry to center. On it in on the left wing, top of the circle, lost it. And clearing it out is Savoy. That did hit the linesman. And Terry's got it in the neutral zone. Terry to Leo Carlson. Across on the left to Kreider. Drops it to Terry. Terry to the point. To John Carlson, right wing, Granlund. To Leo Carlson, to John Carlson. Now to Terry, a shot. And that one looked like it went off the arm of Ingram. It goes out of play. 58 seconds left to go in the penalty to Roslovic. We're scoreless the first. We have played 6:21 of the opening period.
And right now, if you're Anaheim, you'll take the fact that Edmonton's been on 3 power plays in the 2 games and not scored. Right now, the Oilers need a kill.
All right, look at Draisaitl out there to take this draw.
I think if he wins it, he's coming off right away, Cam.
And he's up against Mason McTavish. McTavish wins it. The shot by Gauthier. That's blocked by Savoy. It gets to the line. It does come out. Anaheim has to regroup. And as you predicted, Draisaitl went to the bench. And on the left wing, puck brought in by Killorn. Killorn a shot. Pad save made by Ingram. Puck to the left wing point. Gauthier to the right side. Seneca to Gauthier. Now on the left wing, top of the circle is McTavish. To the blue line to Lacombe. Now on the left wing, McTavish, a shot, save made by Ingram. Squeezes it up against the body, holds on. Edmonton shorthanded for another 24 seconds. We're scoreless in the first. 6:55 gone.
Well, Leon Draisaitl's going to be taking a lot of face-offs. 60% in the first game of the series, and the Oilers missed them. But now they don't have Henrique and Dickinson tonight. I wonder if Lazar, at some point, as a righty, gets some looks here.
Yeah.
McTavish steps in against Draisaitl.
Face-off to the right of Ingram. Puck goes to Ekholm. Can wrap it around the boards all the way down. Out comes Lacombe. 12 seconds of power play time. He's through the middle. Into the Oiler end on the right wing. Goes to the corner. It's in behind the net. Into the skates of Emberson. Penalty just about done. Nugent Hopkins to the blue line. Doesn't get out. Seneca across to Lacombe. Penalty done. Anaheim 0 for 1 on the power play. Puck behind the net. And Jake Wallman through the middle will get it out down the ice. Flying after, it's Roslovic. Gets there first before Mintyukov. Roslovic along the left wing boards. Ties up with Mintyukov. They both go down to the ice. Comes to the line just past Ekholm and out. And Bouchard turns it up. On the right wing for McDavid. Off the boards and in. Leo Carlson, right side to Moore. Through the neutral zone to Viel. Viel, a shot. Whistles it over the Edmonton net. Viel centering pass to Moore. Save made by Ingram. Viel, get it back to the blue line. John Carlson over to Mintyukov. Behind the net to Moore. Taken to the boards by Nurse. A loose puck goes to the top of the circle to the point for Carlson. Cross ice pass missed Washy. It goes to the left wing point, or left wing corner. And Viel had it hacked away from him. And on the right wing, Connor Murphy for Edmonton gets it out through center. Finds Podkolzin, now to Kapanen. Long shot, stick save made by Dostal. Puck to the right wing point. Emberson will drop the puck top of the circle for Kasperi Kapanen. Behind the goal. Draisaitl to Podkolzin to the left wing point. Wallman shot, and that one blocked in front of the net. Puck on the left wing, it's Kapanen. To the blue line to Wallman. Rips a shot. Save made by Dostal. Rebound. Scores! The Edmonton Oilers with the right side. It was Draisaitl. And they're up 1-0 here in the first period.
Well, they're going to look down at that Anaheim bench to see whether or not there was any goalie interference, but Walman got 2 heavy shots. And right now, speaking of heavy shots, it's because Podkolzin and Kapanen are getting in on the forecheck. And a long-range bomber from Walman. It was deflected by Podkolzin, centered back in front, and went off the skate of Ellison into the net. And it's going to be Leon Draisaitl's goal. Or did Podkolzin get a stick in there? We're going to have to take a look. No, it was Ellison. It's going to be Draisaitl's goal.
So Draisaitl at 9:58. And the Oilers up 1-0. Puck comes into the Anaheim end. And on the left wing, Terry will get it to center, but that's it. Now McDavid at center ice. Left side, Hyman drops it to McDavid. It'll get to the blue line for Bouchard. A wrist shot, and that goes off of Savoy. Doesn't get to the net. Leo Carlsson will clear it out. Right back in is McDavid. McDavid, a shot save made by Dostal as McDavid with a rush into the Anaheim zone. 9 minutes, 34 seconds gone here in the first. 1-0. The Edmonton Oilers lead the Anaheim Ducks on the goal by Leon Draisaitl. It's game 2 of this first round series. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers, NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. Oilers.com/50-50 for more chances to win. Podkolzin and Walman draw the assists on the goal by Draisaitl. That was at 9:58 of this opening period. Edmonton up 1-0 on Anaheim. Puck flipped up and out and brought in on the right, and the shot off the right side goes wide of the Edmonton net. Lacombe across to Trouba. He'll let it go. That misses. Bounces off the end boards. It's top of the circle. Lazar will get it out. Right wing for Frederick. One hands it in behind the Anaheim net. Puck comes over to the left wing. Lazar along the boards. Hit Lacombe with it. In the middle of the ice is Granlund. Softly dump it into the left wing corner. We got 9:48 to go here in the first. 1-0 Edmonton leads. Irish got it up near the line, but it was Kreider to keep it in.
Where's that going?
Lazar's pass goes in behind.
Can't have 2D behind the goal, Cam.
Went right to Kreider, all the way to the point for John Carlson. Penalty coming up to Edmonton when they touch it. Now to Minchikov to the point, and he missed Carlson. It comes out. And Dostal's gone to the bench for the extra attacker.
Edmonton got in trouble because Nurse overrode the play in support of Murphy. They both went behind the net. And Edmonton's D-structured. Both D don't need to be behind the goal.
Leo Carlson into the Oilers zone to McTavish. Now to Minchikov. On the right to John Carlson. Left wing to McTavish. To the point. There's nobody there. It comes out again. And this time Podkolzin can touch it. And Edmonton, with 8:56 to go here in the first, down by a score, or up by a score 1-0, are about to be down a player, as there'll be interference call coming up against the Oilers. We're going to take a break from Rogers Place. Oilers lead 1-0, 8:56 to go in the first. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
It's here. The Ford, it's a big not yet. The Ford is
Gauthier out to Kreider in front of the net, and Terry has that one just poked past him by Bouchard. Bouchard's trying to clear. It's top of the circle. Into the skates of Leo Carlson.
Go.
Good work by Szymanski.
Szymanski got inside positioning, dogged determination, cleared the zone.
Lacombe dropping it in his own zone. Goes to Leo Carlson. And Carlson into the Oiler end. Off of Kreider into the left wing corner. Right wing to Granlund. Right wing corner for Carlson. To the blue line to Lacombe. A shot. Nice save made by Ingram. That redirected. The rebound from the right. Carlson misses the net. And coming out is McDavid. He's got Nugent Hopkins into the Anaheim end, and then had it checked off his stick just inside the blue line.
I tell you, Lacombe's a hell of a defenseman, Cam.
Yes.
Guy can make plays, and he can defend.
27 seconds to go on this power play. McTavish down the left side, shoved off of it by Bouchard. Good defensive play by Bouchard. Puck to the blue line. Gauthier shot, scores. Gauthier with that shot from the point. There was traffic in front of the net that got by Ingram on the stick side, and this game's tied at 1.
Well, Darnell Nurse has been in the box twice in this series, and they've scored both times when he's been in there. And we got ourselves a tie game. You're playing with fire. Anaheim's got a lot of young skill. Bouchard made a great play. Long-range bomber, and they had inside positioning. There's no chance there at all for Connor Ingram. I mean, they got a net front, and the Oilers' D was spread apart between Bouchard and Ekholm.
Yeah, Seneca was right in front of the net.
And he's got a huge upside.
Yeah.
I would say he might have as good as Carlson is, and Carlson's a center, but Seneca is going to be a special player.
So that's power play goal 12:48 time of the goal. And we're tied up at 1 here in game 2. As Nurse fire it in to the Anaheim end. Behind the net, Trouba gets around the boards. Washi can't get it out. Podkolzin to Nurse. He'll put it on net. Saved by Dostal. He covers it up. There'll be a face-off in Anaheim territory. Gauthier from Killorn at 12:48.
So we're saying Seneca didn't get a piece of it.
No.
But he was right there.
Yeah, it would have been difficult for Ingram to see that.
And it was just the presence of mind for Gauthier. Scored 40 in the regular season. Just airmail it to the net. The end of the power play. Edmonton did some pretty good work. Very frustrating sequence for the Oilers. On the PK, they did some good work there.
All right, Killorn to take the draw against Draisaitl. And the puck to the left wing point in this game to Murphy. Now left side, Podkolzin over to Nurse. Goes to the right wing corner. It's in behind the net. John Carlson around the boards, got it out. Murphy through the middle. Granlund stepped into that, gave it to Seneca. He's hit by Nurse, but shoots it in. We're tied at 1. We're in the first period. 6:35 to go in the opening period. As the Oilers up 1-0 in this series. It's game 2 here at Rogers Place. Killorn inside his own line. Now on the right, John Carlson to Minchikov. Still inside his own end. Toss to Carlson up the right wing. Off the stick of McTavish. Goes from behind the goal. Into the middle of the ice for Lazar. And it's Lazar to Szymanski. Into the Ducks end. Lazar on the left wing. Over to the right side. Before it could get to Frederick, it was Hines to break it up. Got it to center ice for McTavish. He'll shoot it in. Ingram on the right wing. That goes past Emberson. And on the left wing point, Troy Terry to the middle of the ice. Broken up by Lazar. Now to Frederick. Into the Duck zone. Getting position on that was on the right side was Hellison. Made a good play. Leo Carlson will get it out. Right wing to Terry. Missed him with a pass. Savoy, right wing for McDavid. Into the Ducks end. And that is off the skate of Trouba coming down the left side. Gauthier, a shot off the arm of Ingram, and it goes in behind the net. 5:19 to go in the first, tied at 1.
They're really taking time and space away from 97.
And he'll come into the Duck end. Left side to Ekholm. Off the outside of the net. Puck on the left wing. Matthias Ekholm to the right wing point. Bouchard, a shot save made by Dostal. On the left wing, Viel hit hard by Bouchard. Crowd reacts to that, and the puck comes out. Bouchard to McDavid. Into the Duck end, and that pass on the left. Broken up. Morrow get it out to Washi. Into the Oilers zone to Viel. Long shot. Glove save made by Ingram. And he'll hold on to it. 4:43 to go here in the first. Oilers and Ducks are tied at 1. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers, NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
When the Oilers are on the ice,
Ingram got it to the boards. It's top of the circle. And Murphy trying to get one through to the middle of the ice. Roslovic's able to clear it. On the right wing, John Carlson shooting it into the Edmonton zone. Granlund off the left side. Lost it in the skates of Murphy. It's out to center ice. Nugent Hopkins able to just poke the puck into the Anaheim zone. It's in behind the net. Nugent Hopkins gets to it. Goes over to the right wing. Nugent Hopkins taken to the boards by Trouba. Into the right wing corner. Puck back to the line. Shot that goes off a leg and into the corner on the right wing. It's Trouba over to Lacombe. And Lacombe will wait just inside the Anaheim end. 3:40 to go in the first, tied at 1, the Oilers and the Ducks. At the Edmonton blue line, now Kapanen, middle of the ice to Wallman, left wing. Draisaitl all the way across, but in behind Kapanen. Gauthier will get it out. Off of Troy Terry, and Wallman goes to the inboards. Terry took it away. His pass hit the stick of the netminder Ingram, and Kapanen to center. His pass for Draisaitl pokes it just wide. On the right wing, Podkolzin. The pass hit a stick, go to the left wing point. Ekholm to Kapanen. Now on the right to Draisaitl. To the right wing point for Bouchard. Give it to Draisaitl. Goes into the corner. Now in behind the net for Kapanen. Kapanen to the right wing point to Bouchard. Bouchard looking for some room, doesn't have it. Give it to Kapanen. Played him behind the net. Hellison for the Anaheim Ducks takes a hard hit from Podkolzin. He got it out.
He got all of them.
He paid a price. Shot into the Oilers zone. Bouchard with it behind the net. 2.5 to go here in the first. Tied at 1, the Oilers and the Ducks. Up the left wing, off the stick of Lazar. Goes into Anaheim territory. Lazar on the left side. Couldn't get it in front of the net. Kreider got it out. And at center ice is Lazar. And Szymanski in early. That's offside against the Oilers. 2:15 to go in the first. We're tied at 1. And everybody gathering up against the boards. Everybody gets in there.
I think Edmonton got the lone penalty here. Trent Frederick. So maybe have the mic down low by the ref.
2 minutes roughing.
Wow, Anaheim.
Oh. Okay.
Ryan Paling. He's not going to like that call. Great hit, by the way, by Podkolzin. So right now, Anaheim's 2 for 4 the power play in this series. The Oilers are 0 for 3. Just trying to think. Well, the Oilers induced the call here.
Yep. Edmonton 0 for 1 with the man advantage. The power play presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com.
When you're, and I get it, Leon and Hyman have just come back here, but if you win the draw, get the puck to the net, shoot it.
It's Bouchard, left wing. Nugent Hopkins into the corner for McDavid. Goes in behind the net, out to Bouchard. Blasted on net, and the save made by Dostal. It's in behind the goal. Draisaitl, right wing to McDavid. McDavid to Draisaitl, top of the circle on the right. To McDavid on the left. To Bouchard to Draisaitl on the right wing. To Bouchard, one-timer, and he hammers it high and wide. Puck to the right wing point.
Stick.
Bouchard to McDavid, to Draisaitl, to Bouchard. The shot rips it wide, hits the boards, comes back out. McDavid to Bouchard, to McDavid. His cross-ice pass hits something, it rolls to the goal. Dostal kept it out, and it is cleared. With a minute 25 to go in the first, the game tied at 1. Edmonton on the power play for another minute and 5 seconds. Up the right wing to Draisaitl. Through the middle of McDavid. He's going to come in towards the net and just hacked off his stick at the last second by Carlson. Puck on the right wing point. Bouchard on the left to Nugent Hopkins. To Bouchard, to Nugent Hopkins, left wing, left corner. McDavid walks it out, the backhand, the save, Dostal, and he covers that up with a minute to go here in the first. The game tied at 1.
Well, McDavid almost got Dostal moving off, Lukasz Dostal moving off the post a little early. He tried to elevate it short side. Bouchard with 2 big rips, and Dostal fought him off. And then McDavid picking it up in full flight from Leon Draisaitl and John Carlson's been fantastic in this first period for the Ducks.
Just got his stick in there at the last second. 45 seconds left to go in this man advantage.
Remember last year, Cam, Edmonton's got absolutely sliced and diced in LA, first 2 games.
Yep.
And their power play was a little bit quiet out of the gate, the Oilers, and then it got going and completely took over the series.
All right, Draisaitl will take the draw against Washi. Puck to the left wing point. Bouchard, left side. Nugent Hopkins to McDavid. The pass to Nugent Hopkins, and that's picked off by Trouba, and he gets it down the ice.
Connor's frustrated right now. Puck doesn't have a lot of puck luck.
Net center, Draisaitl to McDavid, into the Duck end, a shot, the save made by Dostal as McDavid, tremendous speed through the neutral zone. 37 seconds left to go here in the first.
You might as well keep going here if you're Edmonton, your first unit.
And they will. Face off to the left to Dostal. Draisaitl out of the face-off circle. In comes Connor McDavid against Tim Washi. Gets caught up and skates, goes into the right wing corner. Trouba up against the boards.
Hyman might have got away the hole there.
To the right wing point, Draisaitl to the middle of the ice, right side. McDavid goes to the middle, cross to Draisaitl, the shot saved. Dostal, and the puck comes in front of the net. Dostal covered it. Good one-timer by Draisaitl off the right wing. Dostal made the save. We've got 18 seconds to go here in the first.
Maybe a pull Nugent Hopkins off here. Final 18 seconds. Put Ekholm out. The Bouchard on the point.
That was a good save. That looks like it hit Hyman in front of the net. There was a redirection there.
Yep. Oilers got 5 shots in this power play. They've done everything but score.
Yeah. Face off to the left to Dostal. The puck to the end boards. Trouba with Hyman on him, slides off of it on the right, rims it. Penalty is over. It doesn't get out. Bouchard kept it in. Edmonton 0 for 2 on the power play. Draisaitl with the puck along the left wing boards. He gets checked though, and Poehling comes out with it. Poehling down the right wing, and coming back was Bouchard. Closed the gap, knocked the puck away, and the period comes to a close. And the Oilers and the Ducks tied at 1 here after 1.
Well, right now, difference in the game. It's a 1-1 game. The Oilers haven't been able to break through in the power play yet, Cam.
No, but that last one was pretty good power play.
They
a lot
got
of chances.
A lot of chances. And Dostal has come to play tonight. He's made some good saves, too, in that Anaheim goal. No question about that.
Yeah, he's been sharp. So that's where we sit after 20. Leon Draisaitl scoring for Edmonton. Cutter Gauthier at the goal for Anaheim. We can head downstairs. Aiden Gannum standing by. with Vasily Podkolzin.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Cam. Vasily, first 20 minutes out of the way.
Near side, Ducks forced along the near boards, and Ekholm cuts that off before Cutter Gauthier can bring it in. Lukasz Dostal slows down a shoot-in and snaps it around the far wall. Connor McDavid to dig this one out, comes right to Troy Terry, and ahead for Trouba, who leads the march to center ice. Winds up, big slapper, and breaks the stick of Ekholm and comes to Ingram, and he will hold on.
Well, that's the right idea. The worst case scenario there, you get a offense zone face-off, so good on that front. And I just want to go back to my previous point, and we heard from Jackson Lacombe on this and how chippy it's been so far, but Tampa Bay Lightning head coach John Cooper is leaning into the idea of his team being cast as the villains of the 2026 Stanley Cup playoffs. He goes on to say, somebody's got to be the villain. I guess we're okay with it, Cooper told the media. So I just figured, hey, maybe the Anaheim Ducks can be the villain with how intense they've been in sticking up for one another after the whistle.
Similar kind of situation, West Coast of a U.S.-Canadian battle. As Ducks in front here. Graham, the nice little stick handle move, but couldn't get the shot on net. Darnell Nurse will fish this one from the pile-up. Sends it behind his net on a reverse. And it's scooped out to center ice by Connor Murphy. Settled by the Ducks. Jackson Lacombe holds. And on for Trouba, right side. Looks at the bench boards. Ricochets off his skate, comes right back to Trouba. He'll drill this one in and then head off on a change.
I like how they're keeping it simple, right? If they have nothing, they're just trying to get it into the offensive zone corner. The key is now, can you get forward one in just so you can retrieve a little bit more of those dumps? I think so.
Nurse again, D to D, Murphy ahead. Redirected in by the Oilers. Behind the net, fouled by John Carlson. He'll sweep it to the near side. Kreider protects, waits, now puts it off the glass, doesn't get out. Kapanen keeps it left side, and the Duck lost a stick. On the right side, retrieving his stick, it will be Bailey. It's stashed in deep by the Oilers. Nugent Hopkins to the right point. There's Emerson. Finds Rozovic, snaps at the cage. Kick save made, rebound thrown off the boards by the Ducks. It'll roll out to center ice.
Well, the only reason why the Edmonton Oilers got a second crack at that offensive zone shift was the turnover by Chris Kreider near side defensive zone corner. He's got to know to flip that puck out to center ice and not try to go near side off the glass. It's just too deep.
Lifted ahead to center ice. VL gloves this one down. Furthered by Washi and deep. This group got a lot of playing time. Fourth line, they've got praise as well as it's drove into the front of the cage by VL. Couldn't get it on net as he tried to stuff it along the near post. Moore digs it out, sends it in front, stick save made. Rebound comes to VL, back out to the front, comes to Trouba at the point, winds, half slapper wide of the cage. That'll rattle off the end boards. It's chipped to the line and out. Or chasing this down will be Jackson Lacombe. Looks ahead, trying to headman play. Cutter Gauthier brings it in. Slows down, waits, now sidesteps another check. Walks in, shoots the puck, it's off bodies in front. Trouba pinches from his defense position. Now Terry couldn't get it to the front. That was poked away by Connor McDavid. Trouba still after this one here. The defenseman down low finds Terry. Over the far side corner, out to the point. D-to-D pass, it's Trouba again. Sends one to the goal, he scores! Trouba from the right point through a screen sends this one top shelf, and the Ducks take a 2-1 lead from Rogers Place.
What a goal, what a shot, and what a time for that play to transpire. It was a C&I shot. How about Cutter Gauthier once again? Masterclass when it comes to screening the netminder, and Connor Ingram had no chance with that one.
His fifth career playoff goal. Jacob Trouba, who came in with some of the most playoff experience for this Ducks roster. Conference finals appearances with the Winnipeg Jets and the New York Rangers. And just a simple play, get it to the front with Cutter Gauthier in front, and the Ducks take the lead 2-1.
And to start it all off, what was the root cause of that play? It was a delay. It was a near side delay from Cutter Gauthier. I tell you what, historically, I bet he, on offensive zone entries, pulls up less than 50%. When he starts to pull up, I'd say 50, 60, 70% of the time, plays are going to open up as such. What a play.
And similar to Monday's Game 1, before the crowd can really fill back into their seats, it is now quiet as they discover that their group is now down here in the second period of Game 2. 17:02 to play here in the period still. So lots of hockey to be played as Hellison keeps this one in. Now on the near side corner, Killorn digs it out, plays it to the point. Hellison to Hines, left side, sends it to the net. That's kicked aside by Ingram. Pinching down the left wall is Hines. He keeps this one alive, forces Emerson trying to make a play on it. They turn it over. It comes to Killorn, back to the front. Seneca looking for it, taking off his skates, and allows Szymanski to pick this one up from the circle. Feeds it out to neutral ice for Darnell Nurse. Run over by Hellison, and the whistle sounds on an offside against Edmonton.
Good job by Drew Hellison, just going right through Darnell Nurse. How about that? Finishing his hit when it counts. And I don't know. Darnell Nurse takes down Beckett Seneca. I know he's turning around. It would have been a call that would have been close, but why not? If you're going to take the extra guy in that scrum, you gotta keep it fair. You gotta keep it fair both ways. I thought that should have been called.
Oilers control the draw. They'll kick it into the zone, but it comes right to Chris Kreider. That has been your change. Right before the lineups were set in and settled, they made the switch to move Kreider down, put Cutter Gauthier on the top line, and that has paid off. They've come up with both goals, that group, as the Ducks lead 2-1. Connor McDavid trying to get it back here. Throw to the front, redirected on net. Savoy denied by Lukáš Dostal.
The Edmonton Oilers, they have so many set plays, and we just saw one. It was a great coming out of the corner. It's a low-high pass. It goes back to McDavid. Then you have Savoy crashing the net, and what was a beautiful 15-foot pass to the slot area, and Savoy is able to get a stick on it.
Draw to the right of Lukáš Dostal. Encroachment around the face-off circle. They'll now delay. Drop the puck. Controlled by Edmonton. Play it near side. Another one-time attempt for the Edmonton Oilers. Couldn't get it on net, and allows Moore to skate this to center and dump it in. Sends it around Ekholm to the near side corner. Washi and VL in front for Washi. Juggling into the cage. He's run over by Hyman. Couldn't get that one in the far side. Here's Moore's attempt. Skips off a stick. Comes to John Carlson along the right wall. Feeds it to his partner Mintyukov. Return to Carlson. Plays this one down low. Angled off the side of the cage. Lifted to the line and nicely kept in again by Ian Moore. Fourth line doing great work. Moore will hop off as the puck is slid to center. And then John Carlson tripped up as he tried to walk it into the zone. We will have a penalty against Edmonton and a third power play coming up for your Anaheim Ducks.
Edmonton, number 22. 2-minute minor. Tripping.
The pressuring down has been phenomenal. How about Tyson Hines and a couple of shifts prior, right? He gets that shot off, then he has a great puck recovery because he just pressures down. But how about Ian Moore there holding the blue line? So you got both forwards and D pressuring down. They're playing aggressive. They're holding the line, and they reward themselves with a power play opportunity coming up.
Watching the replay, McDavid shaken up on a play as he ran into his own man, Mattias Ekholm. We'll keep an eye on that moving forward as the Ducks go to the JMG power play. Lacombe on the left side, floats us to the corner, swept back up top quickly to Cutter Gauthier. He'll angle it to the point, but there was too much on that one for Lacombe to come over and cradle.
Just a couple of forced plays. They got to keep it simple. Too long of passes. They got to get over, closer support. Let's see what happens here near side for Killorn.
Played in deep to the near corner. Third time with the JMG power play here this evening, and the Ducks are 1 for 2, but they'll have to track this down from their own end as it's backhanded down the ice by Nugent Hopkins.
And yes, they have scored on the power play, but for the better portion of the power play opportunities, it's been a struggle. So they got to get consistent passing and possession time here.
They drive in left side, cross the ice. Killorn shot, stopped by Ingram. Fishes out his own rebound, plays it to the point. Mason McTavish over stick handle, look down, has to chase back into the neutral zone, gets it away from a man and hands over for the bring in by Cutter Gauthier. On the right wing side, it's a dive, pokes it loose. Here's Killorn trying to feed in front, goes back to Killorn, he scores! Finds his own rebound. Alex Killorn gives the Ducks a 2-goal lead.
Killer, are you kidding me? How about the effort? He doesn't get the initial opportunity, but he follows up, and boy, it is a juicy rebound. It had a bow wrapped around the top of the puck right there. He was trying to go initially backdoor to Beckett Seneca on the far side. It doesn't get through, and boom, right in front of him. He makes no mistake.
A pair of goals in 2 minutes and 51 seconds for the Anaheim Ducks in this second period. And this crowd doesn't know what hit him. The power play goal for Alex Killorn. He's got a 2-point night with a goal and an assist. All coming on the power play. The Ducks lead 3-1. Fed in down the right side. Ian Moore. Tracked down by Wallman. He'll play this off the boards and spoke to center. And picked up by the Oilers to bring in Draisaitl for Podkolzin. Down the left side, fed to the point once more. Emerson right wing for a one-time shot, shoulder to side by goaltender Łukasz Dostal. It's skied into the air, now found as a sharp angle attempt by Leon Draisaitl. Goes off the mask of Dostal and sent out of play. With 13:52 to go, second period. The Ducks with a pair of goals, and they got a 2-goal lead here in the second. You're listening to Duckstream, powered by TuneIn.
Your SoCal Honda dealers are honored to help our community. When we learned about a local firefighter in need, we were proud to come to the rescue.
Last year, it was my family standing in that smoke when the Eaton Fire took our home and the helpful SoCal Honda dealer showed up with a brand new vehicle for me and my wife.
And he sweeps this to center. Rattled back in by the Oilers. Trouba slows it up. Just wedges this to center ice. It'll bounce and come straight to the goaltender Ingram. They'll force him to make a play on it, and the Ducks can change. Played along the near side boards by Edmonton. Touched in by Doc. And Jackson Lacombe will take over after the shoot-in as Edmonton makes changes. Drifting to center ice was Lacombe. Feeds Trouba. He'll rifle this in cross corner as they look to make a defensive pairing change.
And if you're just joining us, Jacob Trouba got the go-ahead goal, making it 2-1 in favor of the good guys, assisted by Jackson Lacombe and Troy Terry. And almost reception by Troy Terry, just out of reach.
It was flipped to him by Carlson and couldn't come up. There's John Carlson now. Left wing side, Minchikov drags to the circle, shots the puck, and it's kicked out to the slot. Scooped up by Podkolzin. Comes in right side. Nurse is going to join him. Podkolzin right side. Fires and a block by sliding body of John Carlson to send it out of play with 12:36 to go in the second period.
John Carlson couldn't have played that any better. I thought initially he was just almost too aggressive there on the far side dot lane, but then he pulls back, so he's trying to get into the mindset of Podkolzin there. Couple stick handles, couple too many stick handles for Podkolzin, and a beautiful shot block with the shin pads for John Carlson.
McDavid returns to the bench, took a little wheel out there, was slow to come back off, but he is on the bench right now. We'll continue to monitor. Right side face-off win, sent to the cage and wide of the net as Emerson had his try blocked. Lifted up to the neutral zone by Lacombe, sent back to the Ducks line. Here's Jacob Trouba chasing along the penalty doors, blasted in by Doc. Lacombe holds behind his net. He'll survey the field and then play it over left wing boards. VL ramped in off the blade of Ian Moore in deep. Grabbed by the Oilers behind their net. Ducks made a change. Carried ahead by Wallman. Right side. Rips it in around the boards. Off the equipment of Dostal, who came out to play it, and then settles in the near corner. Rosovic coughed this one up in the circle. McTavish ahead for Paling. And on right wing boards. Into the zone. Breaking in will be Kreider. It's taken off at his stick. And Bouchard carries ahead with a 3-on-2. Left side, Doc gives it across, out of the reach of Nugent Hopkins. Trying to feed Doc once more. It's loose inside Ducks ice.
Chris Kreider and the Ducks extremely lucky, and that's not the first turnover from Chris Kreider. Just continues to play a tad too lackadaisical. He's got to up the ante.
He's got it now here. He's going to rip it in from the right side glass. Slow by Ingram as the Ducks make a change. 11:20 to play, second period. 3-1 Anaheim, a 2-goal second period. Ducks have outscored Edmonton 5-0 in about a period and a half in the middle frames this series. Lifted up to center by Killorn. He's got the power play goal that put him up 3-1. Juggled around the line of the Ducks, and that's a hand pass whistle as Killorn touches up with exactly 11 minutes on the clock. 3-1 Anaheim in Game 2.
And you just mentioned Alex Killorn's goal, making this contest 3-1 in favor of the good guys. How about that? It's another power play goal, making it 2 on the PP here tonight for the Ducks. Good stuff. Cutter Gauthier with the first assist. Jack Lacombe with the second all season long. Chick-fil-A and the Anaheim Ducks want to give away free chicken sandwiches when your Ducks score 5 goals at Honda Center. Simply download the Chick-fil-A app and open the reward section before 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. Must have location service around and be inside a Honda Center to receive the reward. Visit www.anaheimducks.com for details.
Brought in by the Ducks, snap to the cage, blockered away. Another shot on net for Cutter Gauthier. Darnell Nurse to bring ahead. Hands over for Kapanen through center. Right wing breaks in. Working on Tyson Hines. Jams the brakes to the point he'll go. Shot on the way. Deflected. Saved by Dostal. And marching ahead comes Anaheim. Leo Carlson with numbers. Looks across the zone. On far side. Terry waits. Drags down to the corner. Into the slot. Carlson shoots. Saved by Ingram. Rebound comes to the Ducks. It's Leo Carlson. Right side. Cutter Gauthier skipped off his stick. He'll take it off the wall now. Feeds, Drew Helleson drives one to the net. That's fought off and then slid through the goal mouth by Edmonton. They'll poke it behind their net now. Holding behind there as the Ducks change. VL forces Nurse to skate this ahead from behind his cage. On through center ice. He'll lift this one in. Slowed by Dostal with the paddle. D-to-D pass behind the cage. Looking ahead is Carlson. Touched in by Ian Moore. And we slowed by Ingram, fed near boards, cut off by VL, but it comes to Frederick, who can bring this ahead. Now it's Szymanski into the zone. Down the left wing side, his debut, Minchikov. Right side steps Lazar at the last second, but the Oilers have the puck. Minchikov, a hit on Frederick, breaks through the pile-up, out to the point. Emerson shot, that hit a leg, one goes wide. Chips to the near side corner, chopped at by the Ducks. It'll come to John Carlson, feeds VL, good and clear. Shot on the way, from the point, redirected just wide by Lazar. Now it's Minchikov picking it up. Ducks need this clear, and they'll force it on the near side boards. It's out to center, scooped up, one-on-one. McTavish walks in, red dot, and it's stopped by Ingram with the glove to get a whistle. 9:13 to go, second period, 3-1 Anaheim. You're listening to Duckstream, powered by TuneIn.
This December will bring something amazing. A place where 1.2 million square feet.
Paling. Full snapshot towards the Edmonton net, goes wide. Jake Wallman. Center ice to Podkolzin into the Duck zone. Cross ice off of Killorn though. And then Podkolzin goes barreling into the corner.
Lacombe knew he was coming, boy.
Sure did. Draisaitl off the left wing. Kicks it up to his stick. To the middle of the ice. Murphy shot. Scores. Connor Murphy rips that from the slot. Gets the Oilers to within one. The Anaheim lead cut to 3-2.
What a play by Leon Draisaitl. That's the fourth even strength goal in 5 periods for the Draisaitl Kapanen Podkolzin line. And it all happens because Podkolzin gets in on the forecheck. He knocks forces a reversal, and the Oilers create a turnover. And then Draisaitl slips it behind the back pass through the slot. Murphy from distance, neck from Podkolzin. It's a 1-goal game.
11:46. Time of that goal for Connor Murphy. Great setup by Leon Draisaitl, but that net front by Podkolzin, there was no way Dostal was able to see it.
That's the first playoff goal for Connor Murphy of his career.
Oilers to within one. Up the left wing, it's Draisaitl. Cross to Murphy. Murphy, long shot, Dostal to save. That rebound spills over to the right wing. It's top of the circle. Draisaitl across the line, but it hit a stick. It came out. Draisaitl will recover. To center ice, Leo Carlson will bring it in. He goes to the right wing corner behind the net. Hit hard by Murphy. Out to center ice is Nurse. Dump the puck into the Anaheim zone to McDavid. It goes to the right wing point for Bouchard. To McDavid on the right wing. To Savoy. The hard shot and the save made by Dostal. And he was able to hold on to it. With 7:24 to go here in the second. 3-2 Ducks lead.
A real nice execution there. The Oilers, a high-low play, creating a look for Savoy. And a shot from the mid-slot.
Draisaitl and Kapanen with the assist.
Draisaitl's got 1-1 and 2 tonight.
Lacombe off the draw, high in the air and out. It's just inside the Edmonton line. Ekholm up the left wing. Crowd right back into this game as a puck dumped in. Hyman on the left side to Savoy to the blue line for Ekholm. Now on the right to Bouchard, right wing. McDavid to Bouchard, left to Ekholm. Couldn't get it in front of the net. He tried. The second chance will go across to McDavid on the right wing. In came Moore, got it to Washi. He got it out. And it's right in front of the Anaheim bench. And Trouba can bring the puck in. That's offside against the Ducks. And then Trouba shot it, and that will draw a crowd. And Bouchard gets in there. So does Matthias Ekholm. Now everybody gathers in. The linesman in between Trouba and Ekholm.
Well, the Oilers don't need Bouchard getting taken off the ice here. He's going to play half of this game. And they got good players out there. McDavid, Bouchard. I mean, Jeff Viel's out there for Anaheim. He's created a niche for himself here, but they'll take that all day.
Really utilize that storyline to kind of kickstart the positive plays over the last stretch for them.
There's nothing like seeing playoff hockey live. Here's your chance to purchase single-game tickets to this Friday and Sunday's games at Honda Center. Get them now before they're gone. Go to AnaheimDucks.com/tickets. Let's go Ducks. Sent in deep by Anaheim from neutral ice. Podkolzin, little drop pass to Draisaitl. It's ahead to center. Kapanen stays on side, and Tyson Hines steps in front of him. But he's run to the boards. Hines kicks this one loose and can shrug it ahead. Out to neutral. Touched into the zone by Kreider. No icing. Rimmed around near side. Drew Helleson keeps it. Plays it down low. Deflected just wide. Beckett Seneca and company on. Left side. Shot coming over the net by Hines. Here's Helleson to the goal. That was blocked. And it's kept loose Left wing side, Cutter Gauthier just on, shoots off the crossbar, redirected, but hits something in front that stays out as the iron is struck. Out to center ice, or Gauthier trying to kick this one loose once more, but it's going to be picked up by Brozovic. Feeds it near side, he's dumped by John Carlson. Rim it around the boards, fed to the front, off a stick, it'll come to the left circle. Inside Anaheim territory, penalty coming up. This is going to be against Anaheim. And I believe Cutter Gauthier on the near side along the boards is going to head to the penalty box. We'll get her call downstairs.
Anaheim 61, 2 minutes slashing.
Was that a makeup call? Did the rest feel that they should have called the hit from John Carlson near side defensive zone corner on Roslovic? I don't know.
Well, Ducks to the PK. When we come back, you're listening to Duckstream, powered by TuneIn.
It's not just a game. It's a clash of sticks. It sprays.
In 4 games and in almost 2 periods, as the Ducks win the draw, they'll feed it down the ice. This is where Anaheim excelled in Game 1. Gap control and holding the blue line. Keeping these rushes at bay as McDavid can bring this one in, and they take it away on the far side wall, and it's chipped down the ice by Alex Killorn.
What an effort, and he stripped that puck while he was diving down forward. That was impressive.
Bouchard ahead. They love carrying the puck in. They'll try McDavid once more. He'll break in and dish it left side. Nugent Hopkins, and they can set up as they rifle it down the near side corner. Ricochets around, and now McDavid guides it back to the point. Gets it from Bouchard. Nugent Hopkins now for the play in front. Hyman denied. He's tied up as the Ducks all over it in down deep around their crease. Kept in by Bouchard right side. McDavid top of the left circle. Brings it down towards the corner. Trying to feed to the circle. It's off a stick. It'll get close to the line. It's kept in. It's fired off the glove of McDavid. Gathered behind the net. Trouba trying to force this one. He's got 2 men on his back. Drifts it over to the far side wall. There's Granlund to carry ahead. Short-handed. Gain center red. He'll keep on moving with this one down left wing side. Offensive zone cuts to the front onto the back, and it just a little far away from him. It'll keep it alive. Man open left side's Poehling in the offensive zone. Poehling trying to dance, spins it into the front, and it's grabbed by the Oilers.
It all started with Jacob Trouba. Oh boy, here's a turnover and collected by the Ducks.
They got a man in front. Redirect, they score! Ryan Poehling short-handed. The Ducks regain their 2-goal lead. It's 4-2.
Unreal. Just sheer hard work by the team from Orange Country. It was a turnover and a collected puck there by Alex Killorn, far side, and as per usual, Ryan Poehling doing the dirty work on the PK. generating offense, good stuff, good looks, and now the good guys are up 4-2.
Well, they led the league in road shorthanded goals with 7 of them in the regular season. Give them 1. And Ryan Poehling, who is 9th in shorthanded scoring in the regular season. That's his 3rd shorthanded goal combined between regular season and the postseason. And the Ducks lead 4-2.
Aaron, I cannot put it into words how big that goal is.
Still a couple of seconds to work with, and they just center it right to Alex Killorn. He's going to slow this down and lift it ahead. Played by a high stick. There's the touch-up. That's going to bring the defensive zone draw now coming up because of the play by Wallman.
Well, can't stress how important it is to play well with this 2-goal lead. Still have 6 seconds to kill off here. Stop by the Ducks Playoff House in Orange if you haven't already. Join fellow fans to check out various activations, exclusive merchandise, and special guest appearances. This unique playoff hub will be open throughout the Ducks postseason from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. daily. Admission is free and open all. Go to AnaheiMDucks.com/house for details.
3-point night for Alex Killorn. A goal and 2 helpers, all coming on special teams play. 2 points on the power play and a shorthanded assist. Brought back into the Duck zone. Carlson intercepts a pass from Frederick. Here comes Anaheim ahead. Into the zone with Leo Carlson. Feet to right side for Cutter Gauthier. 3.5 on the clock in this second period. It's cleared to center by the Oil. Ripped back in left side. Near side boards. Cruising in. Here come the check. They're trying to find a man, but it's on for Leo Carlson. Trouba now at the point. Right side. Holding along the face-off circle. Out for Trouba for a one-time drive, and it's fouled by Ingram. That was bobbled a bit. In front was Cutter Gauthier. Able to get the whistle with 3:07 to play.
Ryan Poehling, the short-hander tally, making this one 4-2, and he got a lone assist off the turnover recovery from Alex Killorn. My, oh my, what a monumental goal that was. Orange Country, I know you're having so much fun tuning into this one as your Ducks are playing so well, so let's hear your thoughts here. Text the post-game show, 714-439-8422.
And this is Edmonton, who, end of the season, from March 15th on, they were a top 5 defensive club, allowing just 2.47 goals per game, 7th in team save percentage at .901. We know the conversations around their goaltending over the last couple of years, and Ingram has stepped in and become the guy. But Anaheim, and we knew it was going to be a high-scoring series. The Ducks coming out with 4 here in the first almost 40 minutes of play in Game 2. Granlund, when he waved on the face-off, Alex Killorn will take it. This is to the left of Ingram. Bounced off the linesman, and everybody looks around. We will keep playing as Beckett Seneca absorbs the hit from Connor Murphy, pokes it into the far side corner. Szymanski off his stick, picked up on the backhand by Nurse and floated ahead out to center. Glove down by Lacombe. The final 3 minutes to play here in the second. Lacombe takes the bump. They try to clear near side, pinching down the boards is Darnell Nurse. On for Doc on the far side. Running him off the puck. As Jackson Lacombe went out to center ice. Oilers settle this one down, feed it back in. Off the end wall, Jackson Lacombe picks it up with 2.5 to play. He'll scan ahead. Now brings it from the left of his goaltender, stands between the face-off circles. On for Trouba, his defense partner, and ahead. The redirect by Kreider, right onto the Oilers, and they'll work it in right wing side. And it's Hyman. It's behind it. Nugent Hopkins out here with Connor McDavid too. Ekholm's try, redirected in. Touched in front, they had numbers, and Zach Hyman puts his thumbprints on this series. He's got his first. It's a 1-goal game.
Well, Hyman, you could just tell by his celebration that he wanted that one. He puts himself in just a primetime scoring area, top of the slot. He reaches out with the twig and gets a deflection. And boy, when the Anaheim Ducks, when they score, the Edmonton Oilers just come back and want more. So all that means is the Anaheim Ducks need to continue to push the pace in this game.
Only Leon Draisaitl has scored more goals than Zach Hyman over the last 4 playoffs combined. That's his 36th. Back to center ice. Jammed behind the net. On a reverse by Evan Bouchard. Colson's going to charge it behind his own net, gain some speed as Ian Moore watches him into the final 2 minutes of play. Ducks steal it, neutral ice. They just poke it back to the Oilers line. There's Bouchard. He'll drill it off the boards and on down the ice, resulting in an icing whistle with 1 minute and 41 seconds on the clock here in the second.
A job well done by the Anaheim Ducks fourth line. Ian Moore, Tim Washy, Jeffrey Viel. Good, not only forward 1, but forward 2 pressure in them. 2-1-2 neutral zone forward check. That was the difference maker as it forced the Edmonton Oilers to ice the puck.
Draw to the right of goaltender Ingram, collected by the Oilers. There's a sky to center and on down between the legs of Carlson, his own end. He's bumped here behind his own net, but John Carlson can kick it ahead. Leo Carlson will take over through center. Made his move, lost the handle, but the follow-up is Terry. He'll bring it in on the right wing side. And on his back is Draisaitl. Tied up along the near wall. And it's found by Pod Colson. And out ahead comes Leon Draisaitl. Down the right wing wall. Slams on the brakes, feeds the point. Ekholm to the goal. Saved Dostal. And he'll hold on. Pod Colson in front. And now traffic develops and some pushing and shoving Kapanen and Minchikov. And I think we're going to have penalties from both men as our officials step in, looking to control this one.
Once again, Aaron, here's the call.
96 Anaheim, 2 minutes preference. Same thing, Killer. Same thing. Same thing.
I was wrong, but I believe Alex Killorn is saying the same thing that I'm thinking in my head. Another scrum and only one man goes, and it's to the Ducks.
It's one thing to happen one time in the game, but if you just look at the by eye test, who's the aggressor? It's Kapanen. Last time that happened, who was the aggressor? Curtis Lazar. I don't know. Maybe Anaheim needs to be the aggressor, and Edmonton they'll take Edmonton as the guy going to the box. It doesn't make sense, and that is just solely being fair by looking at the replay. Sorry, Alexis, you have something?
I just wanted to add it was Kapanen that came in with the stick at Dostal after he made the save, too. That's why Minchikov came up behind him.
Don't get it.
Fourth time with the power play for the Oilers. They're 0 for 3 and have given up a shorthanded tally. Ryan Poehling's on the faceoff. He's the man with the shorthanded goal. His first of the postseason. He can brush this one ahead to center ice. That'll force Bouchard on back. A minute on the game clock into the final moments of the second period. McDavid winds it up, brings it in, drops it off right side. Draisaitl curls it into the slot. One-timer, Heiming picked down and cleared. Great save from Dostal, and the Ducks send it down the ice.
Yeah, great reactionary play by Jacob Trouba, too. He was being under duress before he turned that puck around and slung it down the ice.
McDavid shifts into the zone and hands off to Nugent Hopkins. On the left side boards, down behind the net, it's McDavid. Hands over to Draisaitl. Back to Draisaitl, give and go. McDavid again in the corner, watch the face-off done. Holds down low, and again up top, it's McDavid. Top of the circle, trying to feed it to the side. It's picked off by Granlund. He'll poke it down the ice. 15 seconds left in the period as it's fired ahead for Nugent Hopkins at center. 10 seconds left here. Maybe one more time. No, the Ducks will pick it off. They'll drop it to the end boards. 5 seconds ago as Bouchard collects behind his net. 3 seconds now. He'll look, and he's going to take this into the intermission. The Anaheim Ducks with another 3-goal second period. They take a 4-3 lead after 2 periods of play, and the special teams for the Anaheim Ducks have come to play in game number 2.
Well, the Anaheim Ducks are fully aware that this tilt and this potential win just isn't going to be handed to them, right? They are not getting any favors from the officials. They are not getting any favors as far as puck battles lost there, resulting in some unfortunate plays against, including goals scored against. And I think both teams are going to really learn and be in tune with how a lot of these goals are being scored, Aaron. And that is just low-high passes, getting shots through, getting bodies at the net front, whether it be tips or screens. And I have firm belief that both squads are going to play very similar to how each team is playing respectively throughout the rest of the way.
Well, 20 minutes remain in the hockey game. The Ducks ahead by 1. NHL fans, don't miss the action. Get your Anaheim Ducks tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Anaheim Ducks and the NHL. With mobile entry and easy transfer, you're in for every.
With over 165 properties throughout Orange Country, the Inland Empire, Ventura, LA, Western National Property Management, and the Anaheim Ducks got you covered. Lease an apartment through ducksliving.com and receive the ultimate Ducks package when you move in, including, how about this? 4 tickets to a Ducks game this season and an authentic Anaheim Ducks home jersey. Are you kidding me? Ducksliving.com, our new platform for finding your new apartment home.
The period begins with Mintyukov in the box for another 52 seconds. 4th power play try of the game for Edmonton. The Ducks win the draw, and it's rifled down the ice by Jacob Trouba. 1-goal game. Anaheim 24-3 when they lead after 2 periods, combined regular season and postseason. Left wing side, here come the Oilers trying to get this into the front. It's up into the air, tapped by Hyman, snared by Dostal. 20 seconds into the period. A face-off coming up to the right of Dostal.
And Hyman drawing some attention to himself there. He just plants right in front of Lukas Dostal. He actually tried to hit that puck, that rebound, and it was deflected, and that puck goes off the stick of Trouba, off a feed from Nugent Hopkins, and then Hyman attempts to bat it out of midair right in front of Dosty. The Ducks do not like his presence there.
Draw to the right of Dostal, won by the Ducks. Fanned on the clearing attempt, but here's a hit from Poehling. That'll force the puck out to center. 25 seconds on the power play. McDavid works his way in right side. Hands off to Draisaitl. Back to McDavid. The hash marks the face-off dot. Bouchard center point now. Again, McDavid waits. Down low along the goal line. Return to McDavid. Again, Draisaitl. The one-timer turned aside by Dostal. Played to the point. Nobody home. And it's down the ice. McDavid will track it down. 2 seconds and 1. Mintyukov is released. The Oilers are 0 for 4 on the man advantage tonight.
Job well done by the Anaheim Ducks PK, but McDavid's not done. Delay on the near side.
Gets it back into his own right wing now. Roslovic shoots tight angle. Sent aside by Dostal. To the point. Murphy's try. Redirected on net. Another save. Dostal. Fed to the far side boards, off his stick. Cutter Gauthier, Leo Carlson in flight, right side. Gauthier breaks in, steps around Nurse, feeds to the front. It's loose in the slot. Terry trying to go skate the stick on it. And it's cleared ahead for Savoy to wedge into the Duck zone. Glove down by Hines, still loose. Savoy bumped, but it's on for Roslovic. He turns it over right to the Ducks in the circles, and they'll lift it to center.
See, that's just one of those plays where the Anaheim Ducks, they got to find a way to keep possession of that puck, right? It is a great flip from Cutter Gauthier. It gets out of the neutral zone, but it goes right back on the twig of the Edmonton Oilers.
Granlund fights through a check and brings it into the zone. Cruises right wing side, pulls up, looks from the boards. Watched, finds Seneca right wing circle. He'll pull it to the front, redirected by Trouba, but couldn't get it on goal. It's on the back door, the big defenseman looking for a second of the night. This is lifted and cleared by Edmonton. The Ducks will take possession. Lacombe rips this one in around the boards to the far side, just on his Tim Washy. Here's Seneca as he runs over Colton Dach in the far boards. The puck will be picked up by the Oilers as Anaheim finishes a change.
That was a bone-crushing hit from Beckett Seneca on Dach. My, oh my, he continues to put a lot of these Edmonton Oilers skaters right through the glass.
There's Leon Draisaitl through center ice. Stripped of the puck by Viel. Here's Washy now. Takes possession, softly puts it in down the left boards. Collected by the Oilers. Ekholm ahead. 12 straight years in the postseason for Matthias Ekholm. That's the longest active streak by an individual player. Brought in left wing side. The shot is stopped by Dostal as the Oilers snap one to the cage. An attempt by Podkolzin.
And if you're just joining us, the Edmonton Oilers, they, well, claw their way back a little bit closer again as they pulled within 1 from tying this one up. Now it is 4-3 in favor of the good guys. That goal coming off the twig of Zach Hyman, assisted by Matthias Ekholm and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins.
Face off to the right of Dostal. Shots are 30-22 in favor of the Oilers. Anaheim with the edge, 4-3, and carrying ahead will be the Ducks. They lift it into the near side corner. It's Killorn going after it. 3-point night for him. There's another hit from Beckett Seneca as he bumps into Darnell Nurse. But it's carried ahead to center ice and lifted in by Connor Murphy. Ducks will take over. Oh, look out. They lost it on the left side to Draisaitl. Trying to get back. Here comes Anaheim flying back in. A shot from Nurse off a stick in front of Podkolzin, who sends it out of play. That could have been disastrous.
And those are just some of the more egregious turnovers and errors that we saw last game that led directly to some goals against the Anaheim Ducks. You got to shore those up. Now is not the time. And, well, I go back to that Cutter Gauthier flip. We saw that same style of play when they had the lead last game when they had the lead. They just started playing hot potato out there, just throwing everything away from. No, they got to calm it down. They got to get their head up, have great situational awareness on each inch of that ice, whether it's defensive zone, neutral zone, or offensive zone. Get their head up, use their sight lines, and make sure they're finding one another in order to keep puck possession time.
Draw to the right of Lukáš Dostal. Jim Washi against Connor McDavid. Kicked loose by Washi. Ducks bring it in front of their net, and they'll poke it off the near side boards and down. No icing. Drilled by Bouchard to center. Hyman trying to walk this one in right side. Finds McDavid. His pass intended for Nugent Hopkins. Skips off the bench boards while the Oilers are offside. The Ducks will make a D-to-D pass to Lacombe. And feed this one in off of VL. Down low. No icing on the play. Out to play it. Here's Ingram. Bit of trouble here as Poehling came flying in. Forced them to make a pass, and this is now bounced to center, not as cleanly as they would have liked, and then sent all the way into Anaheim territory from the red line.
And speaking of not really playing as clean as they'd like, Mason McTavish there, he had his stick in the air while he was battling in the far side defensive zone corner, but here comes McDavid.
McDavid cruising into the zone, shields the puck, gets it out to the left point. Nurse try to send one to the cage, that hit bodies in front, now at the far board, softly put to center off the glass by Mason McTavish. A quick up here. Just couldn't connect cleanly. Savoy now will walk it in. Drop pass. He thought he had Hyman behind him. Did not. Sent in offside by the Oilers. Has some time to make the play they look for. It's out the center for Leo Carlsson. Rolls off his stick though. Here comes Rosovic 2-on-2 to the zone. Feeds for Savansky. That's defended nicely by Lacombe. Ducks take over with Troy Terry. Right wing circle. Slows trying to walk around Szymanski. Lacombe now, D-to-D pass, it's Trouba. Ahead off the tape of Leo Carlsson. Leaves that one in, he will change. 15-15 to play, third period. 4-3, Ducks with the lead. Looking to earn a split before heading back to Honda Center for games 3 and 4. Ducks back to center ice, poke this one, couple of bodies there. Lifted across the neutral zone, and on the left wing is Frederick. Hit by Tyson Hines, separates him from the puck. It's down low in the Duck zone. Ellison scoots this one on for Killorn, plays it off a stick, carried ahead by Tyson Hines, 3-on-2. Ducks drop pass into the slot. Seneca drags, fires, hits the post on a backhander. Initial shot blocked and almost had his first. Counterattack is on. Doc just gets it to center, and he's run off the biscuit. Still loose at center. Man blew a tire. That allows Wallman to walk in left side. Big drive. Stop, don't stall. Holds on for the whistle with 14:29 on the clock.
What a blast from Jake Wallman. It was a clapper as he proceeded to cross the blue line. The offensive blue line for him on the far side dot lane, and he just leans into that clapper. How about the effort there on that last shift from Tyson Hines? He was the root cause of pushing that puck up, and a great drop pass to Beckett Seneca. Nice little toe drag from Beckett before ripping one. He got his rebound and almost slid it home, but it just proves that Tyson Hines, he continues to get better and better.
They've liked what he's brought, especially on the penalty kill for the Ducks, as he earned a lot of praise from the coaching staff. Far side corner. As the Ducks sent this one in, Podkolzin now stretched out for Kapanen. Poked away, lost the stick as he was reaching for it. And Lacombe sends it over his defense partner. Now it's played off the stick of VL and in deep to the near corner. Washi, as he can run him in off the puck. VL now in front, looking to guide it to Tim Washi. Picked it up on the back end and wanted to bring it to the front. That was denied. Swept out to the right point. D-to-D now, Minchikov. Fresh bodies coming on, redirected to the cage by Mason McTavish. Never got on goal as Ekholm takes it away. I'll drop it back for Ekholm. He'll look from behind his own net with 13:42 to go here in regulation. 4-3 Ducks lead. Podkolzin breaks in right side, looking for the reinforcements. He bounces this all the way back out to neutral ice. Bouchard right side and ahead, juggled by McDavid. Brings it in, burst of speed, left side. Stripped of the puck by Trouba. Has it now, and he'll just ladle this to center. Man blows a tire in Wallman and takes the Ducks bounce, no icing. Chopped back down the ice by Wallman. Right wing side. We're just trading rushes here. Hyman now knifed off his stick by Lacombe, and ahead for Cutter Gauthier. Coming in 2-on-2 with Leo Carlson. Cuts across the zone. Brings it near side circle. Looks from the point. Late man right side. Out of the reach of Trouba. And he just turns it in down deep.
Unfortunately, Jacob Trouba cannot connect on that great spinorama on the near side on the entry. Cutter Gauthier cuts across here to the near side, and then he throws it back, and Trouba's unable to control it. The last couple of shifts have been the longest sustained offensive zone shift, and they haven't been that long at all, so it just goes to show if the Anaheim Ducks can apply great forechecking as Ryan Poehling is now, good things will come.
Dumped in. Poehling was looking for McTavish. It's taken away by the Oilers. Rozovic brings us in right wing side. Jams on the brakes. He was watched by Minchikov, who knifes it around the boards, but it's been kept in left side by Nurse. Fed back around. It rolls on its edge. Rozovic going to touch this one back down deep. He's roughed up by Minchikov. Paddles this one along the body of Rozovic. Now reverses it behind the net, where it's lifted out to center and over the head of Nurse. And this will go for an icing whistle against the Ducks with 12:07 left third period. 4-3 Anaheim in game 2.
I'm going to reiterate my earlier points. It's just not sustainable how they get the puck and they flip it out. They have been pretty good clears, but we saw this, right? We saw this last game when the Anaheim Ducks were up 3-2, and this is the exact same style of play that they were playing. They got the puck. They should be executing breakouts. They elect to flip. I suggest that anytime they want to make a change, they got to cut back, send it D-to-D while they get fresh bodies out.
Cleveland back to Ekholm. Bouchard now. Right side gives to the circle, rather. Across Ekholm with room in front. The pass. They're able to tie up Hyman. It's off his skate. And the Ducks now will lift it down the ice. No icing this time around.
Well, that seems to be the game plan, is just flip the puck out and keep the shifts short. They're trying to just get the puck out of their defensive end and get fresh bodies, even if it's only a 25-30 second shift.
Jackson Lacombe, lots of traffic around him. He just weaves his way to center ice. He's going to bring it into the offensive zone on the backhand. Right side, it's sticked away by Ingram. Near side corner, puck bounces. Granlund going to shield a man away from Hyman will take over. Here comes Ekholm, the defender through center. Left side, he helped set up the game-tying goal in the third period on Monday night. Leads it to the corner, and it's up top now. Bouchard doesn't shoot, defers to McDavid, trying to give it right back. Poked away and dragged to center ice. Beckett Seneca takes a peek. Ducks making changes, and he just works with this puck. He's going for a skate at neutral ice, and now drops it back as that clock continues to tick.
So that's how you got to do it right there. And not everyone, even at this game's highest level, can do what Beckett Seneca does. He's so slippery, even in the neutral zone, spinning off multiple checks, but he sent it back to the D. What happens? The Anaheim Ducks maintain possession of the puck. Now they're playing it within the O-zone.
Forecheck here for Ian Moore. Got it to the point. Ellison faked the shot, just put it deep. Rushed behind the net by the Ducks to the near side. Pinching down the boards was Ellison. Skipped away from him and sped down the right wall. Chased down by Lazard behind the Ducks net in the Anaheim zone. Fouled by Frederick. Plays this to the left point. Picked up by Nurse. Murphy now to the cage. Deflected to the cage, and it's stopped by Dostal. Lots of traffic and sticks in front. Murphy has it again. Another one to the cage. Down to one knee to block it is Hines. Centered. Grabbed by Leo Carlson. Can they clear? They'll chip it off the near boards, and it's out to center. 11. Now this clock just continues to wind now. Closing in at the halfway point of the third period. 4-3 Anaheim. On the right wing side, backhanded down the zone on a chop by Leo Carlson. Murphy sends it for Wallman. Not away from here, just evaded him, but he can keep the puck away from Leo Carlson and feed it behind his net. Wallman gets it right back. Cutter Gauthier strips him of the puck. Takeaway in the offensive zone. Terry looking for Poehling. That pass was intercepted. And ahead comes Podkolzin from center. Chip and chase to the near corner. Carlson back. John Carlson, the veteran defender, but couldn't clear. Bounced out to the near point. Skips over a stick. Emberson couldn't keep it in. Ducks can change. Nugent Hopkins from center. Had this one off his skate. Poehling takes over. Thrusts into the zone, near side, stripped to the puck by Emberson. Still loose here. Back onto the tape of Emberson, who reverses for his partner in the left corner.
Now that's two entries. The two last entry for the Anaheim Ducks. They have narrowly almost got a shot off, but they just got to find a way to get it done. Earlier on a backhand attempt on the far side on an entry, Washi was unable to get a shot, and there comes Savoy.
Savoy picks one up on a redirect pass, rips it from the tops of the circles. Dostal fights it off and smothers it for the whistle with 8:59 to play in the third period. Ducks holding a 4-3 lead. We're going to take a timeout here as they'll come out and scrape the ice. Back with...
We're just talking in the commercial break, and look, we just said just phenomenal plays by Beckett Seneca, spinning off of checks, and then he gave it back so his team could go D to D as they got fresh bodies out. Even on that last play, can Ian Moore cut back and maybe make a play to the weak side D? I think so.
Another face-off win for Tim Washy. It's out the center. Here's VL, gets in. 2-on-1. VL left side, trying to play it across the zone. It comes back to VL, and it's run off the puck. And trying to find Ian Moore. Pass was on his opposite side as McDavid carries through center. Lots of traffic, and they'll take the puck from Connor McDavid. Lacombe has it now. Snapped it ahead near side. Touched down the ice by VL. He'll head to the bench on the change. 8:12 remains. Third period, 4-3 Ducks. In game number 2, McDavid feeds it down the boards. Draisaitl beats out the icing call. Jams it back to the front. Kick to the corner by Minchikov. Pokes it up the near side boards, and this will slide to center. Echo brushes it back to the Ducks bench. Cutter Gauthier will take over. Hands off to the defense. Here's Minchikov. Gives it near side for the touch in again. This is Troy Terry leaving it deep. Hammer behind the boards. It'll be fouled by Kapanen. His pass is picked off by Beckett Seneca, but Nugent Hopkins takes it back away. And he'll flip this one into the near corner of the Duck zone from center. Back is Hines. Guides it for his partner, Drew Ellison. Lift this one up off the glass and out of play. We'll get a whistle. And because of this, it stays inside Anaheim territory, and we'll drop the puck when we come back for our next timeout. 7:31 to go. Ducks holding a 1-goal lead. You're listening to Duck Stream, powered by TuneIn.
This December will bring something amazing.
Down low, McDavid left corner. Puts it back around the boards. Draisaitl turns away from VL. Wrapped up now as the Ducks have it pinned along the boards. Tim Washi's in the middle of that scrum. Hyman and Draisaitl on top of him. Punch loose and fed to the far side wall. Collected by Bouchard, who'll keep it deep. Skate the stick for McDavid. Rolls off his stick now as Ian Moore protects, shielding the puck with his big frame. It's out to center. Washi brings it back into his own end here. McDavid's on his back. Ducks are changing on the play. Seneca lifts it to himself. He's going to bring it in right wing side. Stripped of the puck by Nurse. Will chase after, trying to reverse hit. And he pays for that one as Nurse gives him a couple of cross checks, but still with it is Seneca. Got it to the point. Michikov puts it to open ice far side. Draisaitl scoops it up. And it's on ahead, intended for Nurse. This will come back to Michikov. Trying to snap this one ahead. That's intercepted by McDavid. Brought in by Rosovic. Looking for Savoy on the far side. Takes it behind the net. Feeds in front. Seneca intercepts. And Killorn trying to force the center ice. Man on his back. Taken away. That's Savoy. Rosovic back in deep far corner. Marches behind the net. Left wing side. Rip it. They score. Tie game as it was loose on the left wing side. And it's Josh Szymanski. Entered into the lineup this morning with the injury to Adam Henrique. And he puts this one up top to tie the game at 4.
Tough break. You could just really feel it brewing for the opposition, the Oil. And they were just hounding the Anaheim Ducks. A great back check by Savoy there on Alex Killorn. A great forecheck. And then Szymanski there far side. What a blast. It was just a matter of time, folks.
It's Matthew Savoy on that back check on Alex Killorn. The takeaway to keep it inside the zone is about 5 feet inside the Ducks line. That Savoy could keep that in, and it led to the goal. 4-4 game, brand new game. I don't know what just fell on the ice. Did somebody throw a beer or what was that? The whistle sounds. I'm not sure what that is all over the ice. But the puck was dumped in by the Oilers. And the whistle's going to blow here. And we have security taking a fan out of and up into the concourse. His evening's done, but yeah, we're going to need the ice crew to come take this one, and we'll take a timeout. A brand new game from Rogers Place with 5:51 to go in regulation. Back after this, you're listening to Duckstream, powered by TuneIn.
He's not just a game. It's a clash of sticks. It's sprays of ice and crazy saves.
They have now allowed 4+ goals in 10 of their last 12 games, and including the regular season and playoffs, all 5 matchups with the Edmonton Oilers this year.
That's a great point, Aaron, because it hasn't been the lack of scoring for, right? It's just about managing to really shore the goals against up, and we're still not seeing quite that.
Face off to the left of Ingram, and it's collected by the Oilers, and ahead, lifted into the zone by Nurse. Michikov on back, Kapanen wraps him up, puts him into the near side boards, and the tie-up will continue. Played along the near wall. Oilers pick this off the circle now as Draisaitl hands to the point. Bouchard gives right back to Draisaitl. Broken stick for one of the Ducks. And it's Draisaitl again with the top of the circles. Feeds it to the front, comes right to the tape of John Carlson. He gets this one ahead. Foot race now down the right wing wall. Poehling is shielded from the puck by Draisaitl. Allows Ekholm to take over. Ekholm lifts this on the back end of the Ducks zone. Takes a Ducks bounce. That'll be an icing whistle. 4:57 to play in a 4-4 game from Rogers Place here in the third period.
Great break there by the Anaheim Ducks as they're going to get rewarded with the offensive zone faceoff. Let's see what they can make of it. But Ryan Poehling's got to be careful. He was forward one forecheck. He was heckling Mattias Ekholm for a lot of the way there on the far side, and he released the non-top hand of his stick, the bottom hand, and when you bear hug the opposition, the puck carrier, you suscept yourself to taking a holding call.
Here's Lacombe, bounces one to the front, it's loose, Gauthier scores! With 4:52 on the clock, Cutter Gauthier finds the bouncing puck and drills it home. It's 5-4 Ducks.
How good does that one feel? Cutter Gauthier. Oh, I knew he had ice in his veins since that very first goal that he scored in this game. An absolute rip from downtown, as you mentioned on the call, Aaron. He comes up so clutch here. Near side doorstep. He gets that bottom hand low. He adjusts his hips. He turns the hips around the puck, so he couldn't be more centered. He was not missing that one as he slam dunks that one into the open cage.
Cutter Gauthier, after just a single shot on goal in game number 1. You wondered, how does he respond? How does he get into it? He mentioned it, shooting the puck. Well, he's got a pair here tonight and puts the Ducks up by 1 again.
And he's back at it, right? Just a cold streak for Cutter Gauthier. Just one playoff game, that's all it takes.
41 of the regular season. He's got a pair now. McDavid, though, trying to get back left side. There's a try from Wallman. Saved Dostal, and they run into the netminder through the crease. A scrum ensues as Nugent Hopkins into the blue paint bumps into Lukáš Dostal, and it draws the ire of the Ducks.
There better be a penalty here. If there's not a penalty here, how much more can you plow a netminder just down onto the ice without getting a call here? And look, it's not full shoulder to maybe chest or any upper body protection from Lukáš Dostal, but certainly you make 2 points of contact, you have your skate jam into his pad, and on the way down you have either an arm or a knee clock Lukáš Dostal in the head, and I just don't know what it takes to get a call like that.
And to your point, Emerson, there's not a whole lot of protection on the back of those goalie masks, so a knee going into the back of his head, there's just not a lot of protection there.
That's a great point, and that's why he remained down for some time, a little shaken up, and I would be irate if I'm Coach Quenneville, and yeah, he's barking. He's barking at the official, and that's Peter McDougall. He's let him know, come on, that should have been a call.
Draw to the right of goaltender Dostal appears to be all right. He sets in as Ryan Poehling on the draw against Connor McDavid. Poehling's waved out. Gramman with face-off duties now. Turns this one back. Ducks control, reverse to the near side corner. 5-4 Ducks ahead. Cutter Gauthier with the Ducks' 20th tying or go-ahead marker in the final 5 minutes of a game. They break in one more time. Overskating is Killorn and snapped ahead by the Ducks to center. The Oilers, and brought in, and sandwich was McDavid as he spun this puck out to center, intended for Bouchard, who takes it now. Back in though, McDavid breaks in, right side circle. 4 minutes to play, Bouchard, and again McDavid on the half wall. Can't get it away from Jackson Lacombe. Stands him up along the near side boards, and it's softly put to center ice.
Yeah, great job by Comer there. He was top of the circle, near side of the defensive zone, and Connor McDavid spun around looking to rim that puck down the wall. And Jackson Lacombe, he puts his hip area against the wall, wedging that puck. Good play by him.
Whistle will sound. It's played off of the linesman, which forced the Oilers offside on the stretch pass. So Ducks get a bit of a break there, and a face-off will be right in front of their bench.
It's going to be interesting to see, and I'm assuming Connor Ingram is going to be looking towards his players' bench to get the pull here coming up momentarily. But are the Anaheim Ducks, are they going to try to bomb the puck all the way down the ice and attempt to send it into the open cage? Are they going to be more passive as they typically are? I look forward to waiting and finding out.
Tim Washy, another key face-off win to center red and down, played by Ian Moore. No icing on the play. Washy runs in to Connor Murphy, bouncing puck at the circles, kicked loose by the Oilers. And here's Josh Szymanski, who tied this game up only for a moment before the Ducks got it back thanks to Cutter Gauthier. He stripped of the puck, and Washy puts it down deep from center red. 3:10 to play in regulation. Ducks with the 1-goal lead. Terry flushes Murphy out from behind the net, and it's dumped in from the neutral zone by Kapanen. Trouba back to it, brushes this along. Leo Carlson will pick this one up as he tries to march to center. It's picked off his stick by Kapanen. Right side boards, drills it back down low, cut off by Lacombe. Poked it along the wall, it's out to center. Under 3 to play. Ekholm on far side. Frederick off his skate, picked up by the Ducks, but they lost it into the corner. Podkolzin keeps it down deep, finds it near side. Out to the point. Ekholm winds, drive, redirected off the left leg of Tuukka Stoll. He keeps it out, somehow stretching around, and the Ducks chop it to center.
And if it wasn't for Jackson Lacombe near side doorstep, here comes Leo Carlson.
Carlson took it away from Wallman, gives it in front, and they run him in off the puck. Podkolzin got it loose. The goaltender's down, hit by his own man. Granlund has it. Over on the far side, Wall spins from traffic, puts it to Paling in the circle. Ducks in the offensive zone here with a 1-goal lead. McDavid pokes it away from Paling. Wants to wind it up from behind his net. Now into the final 2 minutes of this hockey game. Anaheim saw a lead disappear, got it right back thanks to Cutter Gauthier. Goaltender comes off as Leon Draisaitl brings it out to center and into the zone right side. McDavid puts it to the corner. John Carlson rims it around off the glass and out of play. Whistle sounds with 1:48 to go.
And you have the cage empty for the Oil. Connor Ingram is in his respective players' bench there. And as I alluded to earlier, Anaheim's been one of the more passive teams, methodically moving their way north en route to some empty net goals. Let's see if in playoffs it's the same mentality.
Looking to earn a split in Edmonton. Ducks with a 1-goal lead. 1 minute and 48 seconds to go. Face off to the left of Dostal. Bounce behind the net. Jackson Lacombe is there. Rims it around the kick plate. Off his stick. It's out to center ice. And a 6-on-5 play chasing are the Ducks. It's going to be slowed by the Oilers. Now they'll bring it ahead from their own end. Looking to find McDavid out of his reach. It comes to Trouba. Ladles this back the other way. Knocked down out of midair by Viel. And Bouchard will grab this one. Viel to the bench. 90 seconds to go. Right side. Draisaitl steps in. Slows it down. Trying to feed McDavid. Takes it to the corner. Back up top left side. Ekholm sets up Bouchard. Lets it loose. Through traffic. Didn't get through it. Hit Lacombe. Picked up by Paling. Looks for the empty net. Ryan Paling's got it! Right down the middle of the ice. Threads the needle. Paling the empty net goal. Ducks lead 6-4.
Ryan Paling, good on ya. Pales had a short-handed tally and a hard-working goal. A big goal early on in this game, and he might have equaled that effort. What an unbelievable sauce shot. Like butter, he opens up the face of the forehand, and he just sauces that one dead center into the empty net. What a crucial goal.
1 minute and 5 to play. It's played off a body. Oilers offside. The Ducks get this out to center, and John Carlson will lift this one into the far side corner. And we know this group can score. Savoy trying to stretch this out off a stick. This will deflect into the crowd. The reach of John Carlson in play there at 6'3".
Well, if the good guys didn't realize how hard it was going to be to come out with victories here in playoffs, just judging by last game and what it took to get that lead and in such heartbreak fashion, lose it there to lose the game. They come out here. Rogers plays for game 2, and what a performance from Lukas Dostal on out.
Joel Quenneville said we're going to need everybody in this series. And you're getting a lot of it from the 20 dressed by the Anaheim Ducks. 40 seconds remain. Chip to the line and off the stick of Wallman to center. 6-4, the empty net goal. Insurance provided by Ryan Poehling. Ripped in from the right wing side. Dostal will slow it. He's going to snap it ahead to center ice off his stick. Right down the middle. Played by Ingram. Ahead by the Oil. Savoy, big slapper from long range. Caught by Dostal with 14.5 on the clock.
That was a long-range bomb there. It's so interesting how some of the longer bombs of shots, right? Cutter Gauthier early on in the game for his first tally. I mean, what a rip there from deep. And even that last one by the Oil near side on their entry. I mean, that shot from deep had some serious velocity behind it.
Ducks win the draw. They'll whistle this off the glass and down. An icing whistle. No, they'll keep on playing. They'll say it went off something. And ahead, we'll run the final couple seconds off. Lazar bounces it to the blue line, and the Anaheim Ducks have earned a split here from Rogers Place in the first 2 games